I grew up here on the family farm. I'm I think 5th or 6th generation farmer. Went to college with no intention to come back and farm. Graduated from college and realized I needed to be back. So I've been back here since 1997. We've been farming rice and crawfish and soybeans for generations on this farm. The crawfish has really just come in the last 30 years or so. We concentrate mainly to have a good rice crop, and in secondary would be crawfish. So the hardest thing about farming rice in South Louisiana is red rice. It's the weed. It's a wild variety of rice that it's really hard to kill. And everywhere else in the country that grows rice, they don't have to manage it the same way we do. You go see a farm in Arkansas and their fields don't have any weeds in them at all. It rains so much in South Louisiana that we can't till our land as often as we would like. So when it's time to till your land so you could kill that red rice plant, it rains and you don't get a chance to do it. We used to water seed all of our rice. Back before we had varieties where we could actually treat with a herbicide. So the new technologies has allowed our process to be similar to like an Arkansas rice farmer. We're planting Clearfield and Provisia rice, which allows us to control our red rice with a herbicide. But before that, we had to keep a permanent flood on our properties. We'd actually plow the field in the water with big blades, and then we would seed into the water, drain the water, let the seed germinate for 2 days. The rice would grow through the water, and that's how we would control our red rice. That's a lot harder than planting on dry land. The main thing is just the size of the equipment and the productivity. So we used to harvest 30, 40 acres a day with one combine, and now we're getting 100 acres a day with a combine. Same thing with the 400 or 500 horsepower tractors. So we could plow twice as much as we used to. So it's basically, we could farm more land because the equipment allows us to. The crawfish is a perfect rotation for rice. And midway through the rice crop, we actually seed crawfish into the rice. When the rice is half grown, we actually take sacks of crawfish and we dump them in our rice fields. Then when we drain the rice field for harvest later in the year, those crawfish actually bury under the ground. And in about October, after we harvested the second crop of rice, we reflood the rice field. The crawfish come out of the ground with babies. So they multiply without us having to multiply them. And we start harvesting crawfish in November, December, January. In April is the peak of crawfish season. So right when Good Friday hits, and it's the peak of our markets. Crawfish is a really good rotation for rice crops in South Louisiana.